Hello there, my name is Devon Harrington and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to use colour gels. And if you do not already know, colour gels are basically the colour filters which you can put over a light like this. This is a halogen light. As you can see, it's got a yellow glow, which halogens always have. So that's what tells you that it's a halogen light. And yeah, I'm going to show you how to put these on to the light and how to do it safely. Okay, first of all I'm going to show you the effect that a colour gel can have on a light, in this case a halogen light. So here I have the colour red in a colour gel. I also have the colour purple to show the difference between what the colours can do. So first I will look at the red. So first of all, this is what it's like with just one layer of sheet. I noticed that after using lots of layers of the red sheet on top of each other, that created a stronger red colour. And in this case, with the one sheet of red, it creates a red shade, obviously, but not that strong. So as you can see here, this changes the lighting of a room. So this wall at the moment that I can see now is got a red tint to it because it's a white wall. And as you can see, it's actually very hot. That is the difference between halogen lights and any other light. So basically halogens, they get extremely hot, and LED lights don't get as hot as that. So basically you have to be very careful when you are using halogen lights, and also when you are when you're putting the colour gel on top of it. So yeah, the next thing I will show you is what many layers of the red colour can affect, the effect that it can create. So as you can see, this has created a lot larger of a red effect. As you can see on my hand at the moment, my hand is extremely red. So yeah, that's the effect that it can create with many layers of red. The only reason why this red colour hasn't flooded the entire room is because there is a window there which you can see there is light coming through, and also in this bathroom behind here there is a window and there's lots of light coming through as well. But if you had the entire room dark, it would create a stronger colour. So yeah, now I'm going to show you what the purple effect can have. And as I said before, having one layer of colour can create a different effect than many layers of the same colour. So here is one layer of purple. And it's important that you try and cover the entire light so that no yellow light or white light can get through. So at the moment this is creating a purple tint to the white wall that I can see over there. And yeah, it's just very hard to hold it here when it's actually really hot. So yeah, it's created a kind of purple effect. Yeah. So now I'm showing you the layered purple. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. So here is the multiple purples on top of each other. It's a strange thing because it hasn't flooded the entire room at all. It's just flooding this section where my hand is. And as you can see, it's creating not really purple effect, but more of a pink colour. And this is because when you since the light is yellow, has a yellow glare, and this is purple, putting purple, the colour purple and yellow together, will create a sort of pink colour, as you see. That is the reason why it hasn't created such a purple effect. But if you used an LED light for this instead of a halogen light, you would get a more purple colour. And that's because LED lights have got a white colour. in the light instead of a yellow colour. That's the only disadvantage about using halogen light for this. And now I'm going to show you how to apply it. So basically how to place the colour gel on top of the light safely without getting burned. So I recommend placing the colour gel onto the light before you even turn it on, because the longer you leave the halogen light on, the hotter it will get. And it's very dangerous to try and place this on top of here when it's on, because it's extremely hot. So if I touch this, it would burn my fingers. So yeah, you have to be very careful. And just place it on when the halogen hasn't been used for a while and it's still cold, which is safe. So yeah. So as you can see, the light is turned off. This is the best way and the safest way to place the colour gel on it. So yeah, I have used Blu Tack, as you can see, to try and place this onto the halogen light. And obviously this is not the best method to do, but I'm trying to, this video is a DIY do at home video, so for anyone who wants to just do this at home, not professionally at all, but wants to be able to do it easily without having to spend lots of money, I've came up with this idea to use Blu Tack. And also, as you can see, that this is not a professional studio light. This is a halogen work light for construction purposes. So on construction sites, people use these kind of lights because they really light up the whole site of where people are working. So that's their main function. But yeah, technically this is quite good light to use also for studio lights, I would say. It does the same thing, and yeah, it's quite cheap, so you can get them quite cheap. For example, I got this from Screwfix, which is a construction store in the UK, and also, yeah, basically they're quite good prices, and you can either get one on a large stand, or you can get them like this, which is not on a stand, but yeah, just on its own. So yeah, quite a good price for that, and yeah, so it's very accessible for anyone who's watching this to buy and yeah, get access to. So here we go, I'm going to place the As you can see, it's not very professionally done here, but still, it's better than nothing. So yeah, I would recommend cutting each section that you want to place over the lights as the same size. Unlike I have done here, I've cut many different sizes of sheeting to place over, and yeah, it looks quite messy. But anyway, yeah, it's just to prove the point and show you what I mean. So yeah, this is placed on with Blu Tack, and if you want to do it a more practical, more better way so that it will last longer, you can use something else. For example, a clip which will clip onto the top of the light to keep it on. And yeah, because basically Blu Tack can melt from the extreme heat that not only the light has, but the box here has. So when you turn it on, the black box, as you can see here, gets very hot. And yeah, so you need to be very careful. The Blu Tack has a risk of melting. So now I'm going to show you the effect of the red colour gel on the halogen lights. So I'm going to turn the lights off. And also, as I've mentioned, there is a window there, so there's light still coming in. So it's not going to create the same effect that it would if the entire room was black and dark. And also there's a window coming from over here letting light in, so it won't be perfect, but yeah. So now I'm going to show you the effect that multiple layers of red colour gel can do to the room and to someone, a person in the shot. As you can see, it's created quite a red effect in the room. Not entirely red everywhere, but yeah, in small sections of the room. So as you can see, very close up to the lights, it creates a very red effect on my skin and on my face. So yeah, as you can see, it's kind of a red-orange effect that it creates, but that's only because the halogen light is yellow, and then yellow and red make orange, so that's why it creates a certain colour. So I would have in mind when buying some colour gels and you have a halogen light at home, I would keep in mind that the yellow colour of the halogen light will have an effect on the colour that it will create. So for example, think about what colours would go with yellow to make a certain colour. So don't just buy a purple colour gel and expect it to just be purple. You need to think about the yellow light that the halogen creates. So for example, if you want to create an orange colour, you would get a red colour gel and yeah, the halogen light. And that, as you can see, would create an orange effect on the footage. And yeah, just think about colour mixing. So yellow and green, for example, mixed together, or yellow and a purple colour gel mixed together would create a pink effect, as you saw earlier. So yeah, have that in mind when you buy one. But if you are using an LED light at home, then you don't have any problems. You can buy any colour, and then the light will create the colour that you intended in the first place. So yeah, now I'm going to show you what the purple colour gel effect has, with many layers on top of each other. So yeah, I'm going to turn the light off and wait for it to cool down, and then place the purple one instead. So now I'm going to place the purple colour gel on top of the halogen light. And yeah, it's still kind of hot, but so yeah. It's just safer to put it on when it's completely cold, so at the very start of the process. It's already kind of burning my hands. Also be aware that you cannot keep these on for long. So you need to be quite efficient and quick with your filming of whatever you want to film, or of your taking photographs. Oh, because otherwise these will start to melt. Not only will the colour gel start to melt, but the Blu Tack that you've used to stick it on will also melt. So as you can see from the red colour that you saw earlier, the Blu Tack melted onto the black box, and it's quite difficult to stick this one on now, this purple one on now. But yeah, even so, even just doing this, I'll show you the effect that it will create. Plug it back in. As you can see, this is what the effect it creates. As you can see that this is not stuck on properly, but even so, it will still kind of create the same effect. So as I sit here now, you can see how the purple reflects onto my skin, and it creates a kind of pink effect. And yeah, it hasn't reflected all over the room because there's still some trace of white light underneath because I haven't stuck it on properly, but yeah. So it will create a kind of pink effect on the skin. And yeah, so that is what two colours look like with the use of a halogen work light. And yeah, so if you use an LED light, the effect that it will create is quite different. But it's still the same kind of concept. But yeah, this is what I recommend to do at home. But obviously if you have access to professional equipment, or you want to create a very good effect or very professional looking effect, then obviously you can use professional equipment if you have access to it. But this is just a simple way of creating the same effect at home. Yeah, with a halogen work light, which is quite cheap to buy. So yeah, I will show you a few images of what colour gels can, the effect colour gels can have, but these images that I will show you are of professional studio lighting, which has created that same effect, but still with the use of colour gels. So yeah, just be aware that it won't create the same effect at home as it would with professional studio equipment in a proper studio. And also, if you get to that kind of level, professional studio level, you can work with different colours of lights, so you can work with multiple lights. So for example, one placed here and one placed here on me. So this light will be reflecting on the right side of my face. So the right side of my face would be pink. And then if there was a light facing there which was red, which had a red colour gel, the left side of my face, or my body, would be red. So that would create a contrasting effect, which looks really cool. But yeah, you can mainly only do that in professional studio situations. So yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, subscribe to more. Subscribe for more. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and subscribe to see more videos like this from lynda.com.